we want to get effective at using both brakes. And we want them to learn and understand that. And a simple way to do it with the drill is to do a braking drill. We're on pavement here. We may decline to do it here on pavement, but if we start where we pedal like 5 good pedal strokes from that other side of the basketball court, and we get to this line, and we're going to have them brake, and we just have them brake, rear brake first. They're going to skid, and they're going to experience that. Then we're going to have them go back around, do the same thing, do 5 pedal strokes, get up to the same speed, and do both brakes, squeeze them on at the same time, and have them experience the difference in that. So they start to see 2 brakes make a difference than 1, just to make that connection in their head. That's the super simple one. Then if you want to up the ante so that they get really effective at braking, I had the opportunity, took a clinic from Jeff Lanowski and Shams March a while ago. Shams March was a downhill, he was the man in downhill for a while. And he did a demonstration braking wise where he had a bike, set it up, and he was hauling, and he's like, I'm gonna stop in this distance here. And he came flying in on his bike, and he had seat low, and his body was in attack. And when he crossed the line, his body, he stopped the bike into the ground. His heels were down, his hips were way back, he had both brakes on. Both tires were doing that chirping where they're right on the edge of locking up, and he stopped in like 5 feet. And it was like, whoa. And he talked about how by stopping the bike into the ground, he was putting more force through each of the tires, and then it was getting the right modulation, which he had ingrained in his head, between front and rear brakes so that they were both right on the verge of adhesion, and he could just bring that bike down. And when you watch downhill videos now, you can see it where they're hauling the mail coming into these corners, and they don't brake through the corner, right? And a lot of the lead-ins to the corners are filled with all these braking bumps, which are really hard to brake on, and they find the like 4-foot section where they scrub 20 miles an hour off of their speed and rip the corner and go, because they just stop the bike into the ground right where they want to get rid of their speed in a super short amount of time, way shorter than we do, and get that done. So the key with braking really effectively is that you've got force in your tires. Like if I only have a rear brake, and that's what my front brake is gone, that's all I can do. What do I have to do to be able to brake effectively? The more weight I can be putting through my rear tire, the more effective it would be. The further back I am, the more I can stomp that into the ground, the more likely I am to maintain traction so that rear brake can actually do its job. So what we can do drill-wise, teach them the 1 brake, 2 brakes, and then you can get to where they get a good run up, they're coming in, there's a line for them to stop on, and they work on stomping the bike into the ground and putting both brakes on effectively. And you can use a whole lot of front brake when you do that well.
Yeah.
I didn't put my new tires on.